children's songs. Sing and move along. Children's songs make your brain and body strong.
My research question is, which method to kill the bacteria with milk making a process to slow down the bacteria growth? I think ultra high temperature will have less bacteria because the name ultra high temperature means pasteurization involves heating milk to 125 degrees to 135 degrees Celsius for 1 or 2 seconds. So that means the temperature is very high.
State your conclusion. This is the science method. Everyone can use it. ASI, TCI, then state your conclusion. You start with a problem, then end with a solution.
Sally Ride used the scientific method for experiments in space.
A for ask. Ask a question. S for state. State your hypothesis. I for identify. Identify the variables. T for test. Test your hypothesis. C for collect. Collect your data. I for interpret. Interpret your data. S for state. State your conclusion. The scientific method. Go step by step. The scientific method. You experiment. You start with a question, try to find a solution. The scientific method, this is how you do it.
Thomas Edison used the scientific method to make important discoveries about the light bulb.
ASI, TCI, then state your conclusion. This is the science method. Everyone can use it. ASI, TCI, then state your conclusion. You start with a problem, then end with a solution.
Sir Isaac Newton used the scientific method to make discoveries about the laws of gravity.
A for ask, S for state, I for identify, T for test, C for collect, I for interpret, S for state. State your conclusion. ASI, TCI, then state your conclusion. This is the science method. Everyone can use it. ASI, TCI, then state your conclusion. You start with a problem, then end with a solution. ASI, TCI. You got it? ASI, TCI. That's it. The scientific method.
Go step by step.
It works. The scientific method.
You experiment.
Yeah. The scientific method. Go step by step.
Aha! Now you've got it.
The experiment is observed by naked eyes to see the growth of bacteria in the milk in the petri dishes. I process the data to quantify the observation result for 4 kinds of milk. My hypothesis is just based on my thinking, and I'm interested in knowing the fact. And my hypothesis. Evaluate the method. The experiment method looks okay, but it might be hard to have scientific method to quantify the number of bacterial growth in petri dishes, because I take the simple experiment at home. There is no professional sterilized equipment. I only use the dry steam pod for sterilization. Improvements and extensions. First, maybe I can use the microscope to observe the bacteria, because they can be more precise. Second, extend the experimental period to observe more difference. Third, a better way to sterilize the petri dish. After the experiment, the growth of bacteria is different for 4 types of milks, and the method of using higher temperature to kill the bacteria is less bacterial growth in the petri dish. The method of using lower temperature to kill the bacteria is more bacteria grow in the petri dish. In day 6, the ESL did not grow too much bacteria, but brought lots of maggots. As you can see the experiment, from day 1 to day 6, the color of the milk is darker and darker, and the ESL has the most maggots in it. And on day 5, HTST has some mycelium in it.